why we spent $20,000 on redos on our barn dominium. Yes, this is correct. We spent nearly $20,000 on redos. Also, if you want to purchase their floor plan, the link is in my bio, but back to what I was saying. So it is true, we spent nearly $20,000 in redos on our barn dominium. And the reason why is the carpenter that we hired out, we had to have him redo stuff several times. Like, for an example, we had to have him rebuild the porch. We had blueprints and pictures of exactly how we wanted our porch, and as you could see, our porch wasn't nothing, out of this world. It's pretty simple, but he just didn't want to put in the work, and his workers didn't either. And so he went to work. I went off the hill to my mom and dad's house, because we were staying there at the time because we had already sold our other house. And we went back up there that evening, and it was a complete different way than what it was supposed to have been. It literally looked like a hotel porch. It was the craziest thing ever. And so he had to rebuild that. We had to rebuy all of the lumber for that. And then our stairs, you can see in this clip how the stairs, the bottom ones just kind of came off in the living room, and that would have been directly against our fireplace, and he knew that, and we told him that. And so we had to rebuy all of the lumber again for him to rebuild that staircase. And before, like you just seen in that video where it was located at, he had it on the complete opposite end of the house, and it was in the way of even going into the kitchen. It was such a headache. And then our balcony, it wasn't right either. And he messed up actually the guest bedroom upstairs. And anyways, we had to pay for the lumber for that to be rebuilt. And the whole reason that we did was simply because we were good-hearted to this person. He was an older man. He had been doing it for years and years and years, he said. And he would act so innocent. He'd be like, I'm sorry, I just didn't understand. We thought you meant this and that and the other. And so, like idiots, we just gave into it, and we was like, okay, we'll call and order the lumber. It's all right. And anyways, before we knew it, we was out nearly $20,000 in redos. And it was just, when we look back, it makes us so sick to our stomachs to think that we even allowed this to go on. And, it's easier said than done that you would just say, okay, you're paying for this. But when the rubber meets the road and they act all pitiful and like they didn't understand, and they just throw this huge pee drip, if you are like us and very kind people, you just give in to it, and you're like, okay, we'll just fork it out. Maybe it was our fault anyways.